Hello everyone, welcome to Nishkal Swing Tales. Do like and subscribe if you like my content. This is the output of the peplum top with ruched Raglan sleeves. This is the yoke part and this is the flare part of the peplum top. These are the ruched Raglan sleeves. Ruching means gatherings. Raglan sleeves means they extend from the neckline to the armhole as shown here. This is the front dart. To add bust shape, I have added front dart as well. These are the neck finishings. Measurements for reference. Shoulder varies as per the neck depth. I will mark the new shoulder on the pattern. Please observe that. Let's get started with the pattern making. I am marking 15 inches for yoke part, where 14 inches is the actual length and 1 inch is seam allowance. Out of 1 inch seam allowance, I am marking half inch here at the waist and other half inch is at the neck closure. You can calculate new shoulder as per the neck depth as shown here in the formula. I am marking 6 inches shoulder and 7 inches armhole. So armhole is chest divided by 6 plus 1, which is 7. I am drawing a line at the armhole length. So that line would be a chest line. Now I am drawing the armhole length. Now I am marking neck width of 2.5 inches. Now I will be marking chest width as 9 inches on the chest line. Now I am marking waist as 8 inches. And I'll be adding 1 more inch extra for darts. I'll add a dart and the dart is a 1 inch dart, so I will be adding 1 inch extra. The dart is marked at 3.5 inches from the center with a length of 4 inches. You can also cross check it with the bust point, either 10 or 10.5 based on your measurements. I am extending the dart lines. Now I am joining the chest line and the waistline. Now I am drawing armhole curves for reference just to show you a basic pattern, though ruched Raglan sleeves do not require this armhole curves. I am drawing a basic curve. For front curve, we will take 0.5 inches inside. We'll draw a line and we'll mark a armhole curve for front line like this. So it's the basic pattern is almost ready. So neck depth is pending. Let's mark that too. Also I'm adding side seam allowance here of 2 inches. I'm just marking 1 inch separately. I'm marking neck depth of 5 inches. Now our basic pattern is ready. Let's see how do we mark raglan sleeves. Raglan sleeves cover the neck width as well, so we do not have a second separate neck width. This is included in the sleeves as shown. So for that, what we can do is we can mark a line from the neckline, the neck intersection. If you can see the neck width and neckline intersection to the armhole down, mark a line diagonally. So this neck width covers under a sleeve. So that part of the upper part will be covered under sleeve. The bottom is the bodice part. Let us extend this seam allowance for this line. So let's cut the pattern. I'm separating the bodice part now, and the upper pattern part can be used for the sleeves, and this bodice part is for the yoke part. To add some bust shape to the front, let us add one more dart of 0.5 inches. So I'm taking only 0.25 and marking a 0.5 dart. I'm using the same part for front and back, and the neck tips are same for front and back, so I can use the same pattern. Now let's cut the fabric. This is 1.5 meter cotton fabric. If you can observe, the motifs are not aligned and it spoiled the outcome as I didn't check with while buying. But anyways, I tried to do. So let me cut the fabric for both and front parts. So I'm just measuring the overall length required on a 4-folded fabric so that I can separate it from the rest of the fabric. Let me cut this first. I'm separating this pieces as per their alignments, motifs alignments. Let's cut the back part first. Let us mark the darts as well on this fabric. You can mark again by measuring, or we can place a pattern and mark. I'll cut the lining as well. Now the back part is ready. Now we will make use of same pattern for front part. Let us cut this into 2 parts as per the darts marked. Now let us cut the front part according to these patterns, marking these patterns as 1 and 2. Now I'm marking the patterns as 1 and 2. Take a 2-folded fabric and place the pattern 1 on the folded side of the fabric, because this forms the center part of the bodice. Now mark pattern 2 as well. It doesn't have to be a folded side because these are the separate pieces only. These are attached on the sides. Add a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Cut the lining as well. Now the front part is ready. Here if I'm placing the fabrics like this, the center part that we the part is the pattern 1 and the sides are the pattern. Let us cut the sleeves now. I have taken a 4-folded fabric and I will mark using the top pattern. This is a 4-folded fabric which is closed on the top and open on the bottom. Please observe that. So I am marking this from the neck width using the same pattern. I'm drawing the shape of it, shape of the sleeves. So I have only 1 inch extra fabric which is used for ruching, but however I recommend taking more amount of fabric. I made a mistake. I'm placing it on the bodice to confirm on the shape and draw if there is any difference. So let's cut this shape. I'm separating the sleeves. I'm marking the complete length. I'm taking at least 10 inches length. This 10 inches length includes 2.5 of the neck width, seam allowance because for ruching I'm adding elastic. Okay, so first I'm taking almost 1 inch or 1 inch seam allowance, then 2.5 neck width, and then 5.5 inches length, and again 1 inch of seam allowance. Here it is not a seam allowance but an enclosure. In the first and the ending parts we need to enclose to fit the elastic in. So I'll mark it 10 inches and cut it. Now I'm again placing on the bodice and I'm giving a shape to the sleeve hand. Here we have to give a gatherings to the neck side and also the hand end side or the sleeve end side. For that we have to cut elastics, 4 elastics, 2 for the neck side and 2 for the hand side. Cut 10 inch elastic for the neck side, 10 inches. Since it is an elastic and it can extend a bit, I am doubling the neck depth, and here 1 inch goes to the seam allowance. So neck depth is 5 inches. So a 9 inch would be the actual elastic. Now let us cut the elastic for the hand round. I am taking 11 inch elastic for this, and however 1 inch goes to the seam allowance. So I am placing the elastics in position now. Here the neck depth is 5 inches and the sleeve length is 6 inches. So 1 inch is the only loose. I better suggest you to take 10 inches at least. 10 inches on one side, like 20 inches of the complete sleeve fabric. With remaining fabric, I almost have 90 centimeter of fabric, and I simply made divided the fabric and made use of all that for gatherings. But however it looked like a mini frock, so again I had to decrease of 4 inches. Means I took overall 12 inches length of the fabric and did the gatherings. So I took a 13.5 inches where 12 inches is the actual length. Please watch part 2 for the stitching and the output. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.